We know at the end of the day, Jesus wins, but what do we do until then on this side?
Well, the first thing people have to do is stop being silent. Stop hoping that somehow you can come through this unscathed. You know, conservatives have a tendency to batten down the hatches and hunker down, hold on to every penny they've got, and hope that somehow it's going to go past them and they're going to be okay. We have to reduce the cost of standing up. Because you're not going to get people. There's so many people have stood up. There's so many whistleblowers have come forward. There's so many people who've lost everything in standing up, and nobody supports them. Right? What's next? Okay, after I stand up, you want every Border Patrol agent to lose their job? You want every decent FBI agent to lose their job? You want every decent Capitol Police officer to lose their job? And then what? What are you doing to help them find employment? What are you doing to help them pay their bills? What are you doing? You know, I'm just kind of a little bit tired of it. And where are the leaders? You know, I mean, what do you mean there's no plan? Why isn't there a plan for crying in a bucket? You know, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to be a mom, you're supposed to be a dad, you're supposed to fight the school board, you're supposed to fight the principal, your kids are supposed to, you know, take a whole bunch of pressure because you don't conform. Society recognizes nothing about your existence, you're pushed to the fringes, and nobody wants to take a risk.
People wonder how you do what you do. How do you really do it each day, knowing that there is a government out there or someone that might be like, hey, we hate what you're doing?
I don't care about the people who hate what I'm doing. I don't care about them. I care about God, and I care about making every minute count. And I'm fighting for survival. We're fighting for survival. I'm fighting for my kids, and I'm fighting for everybody's kids. And we're fighting for the survival of this country. And if you can't see that, I mean, we have reached a point where people think it's okay to put books in middle schools with kids who are like 8, 9, 10 years old that teach young boys how to perform sexual acts on older men. I got nothing. If you're actually arguing that postpartum abortion is valid, you've lost your mind. So if you're going to turn around and say, oh, this person is crazy, they know that when you speak the truth, you sound crazy, because what they're actually planning, what they're implementing on a daily basis is batshit crazy. There is nothing more insane than saying that people are not allowed to eat meat, not allowed to have dairy, that you can't have agriculture, that you can't have farms, that you can't have private ownership of cars, trying to limit people to one flight every 3 years, you know, for 1,500 miles. Are you out of your mind? To save us from the end of the planet, that nobody, not one single climate expert can either articulate it in a coherent form, can show how any of these policies change the so-called end state or define the end state, nor have they been right about any. There's not one statistic or one projection that has actually been accurate. So these people are crazy. They're the insane people, so I don't worry about them. I got nothing. As far as they're concerned, I got nothing.
Finally, how much do we need spiritual revival in this country, around the world? And how does it start?
You know, I don't like to lecture people about their faith and their religion, right? That's not what I do. I know that I have to stay close to God. And my job, my role and responsibility is to make sure that my children know God, because that's what God says. And, and so I don't, it's up to people. What they do is up to them. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just a journalist. I don't tell people what to do. I don't tell people what to do about the truth or how to do it. I tell people what the truth is. That's my role. That's my responsibility. That's why God made me. That's why I'm on this earth. And so that's what I'm going to keep on doing. And I just hope to God that there's somebody, that there's people out there who know what they should be doing, who stand up and do that.